everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my latest tanning video. I did do a similar video to this, but it was a while ago. It was probably like nearly a year ago. And I've been having lots of questions recently about what tan I use, my tanning routine, la-di-da. So I thought, let's stick it all in a video and show you guys what I do. I do tan once a week. I'm a naturally pale person, and for me, life is just that little bit sweeter when I've got some tan. So I've pretty much used every brand on the market, and I will be showing you what brand is my favourite, how I do it. I've learned lots of tricks and tips along the years about how to do it as well as possible, how to maintain it afterwards as well, which is also super important. So I'm going to show you in a minute, but before I show you, you will see me in a minute applying my tan on an evening before I go to bed. But it's important to mention that before I do that, I exfoliate. So the way I exfoliate is I get in the shower and I use an exfoliator glove. I will find a glove like the one I use and put it in the description box for you guys. They are usually quite easy to come across in supermarkets, but in case you're finding it hard to find one, I will link one for you. So I just literally use my exfoliator glove and some shower gel, and I just scrub. Literally scrub until I'm red raw, particularly on those tough areas. I'll exfoliate my knees, my elbows. So when you see me applying it in a minute, keep in mind that that is so key that I have exfoliated beforehand, and if you want a good result, you must exfoliate before. But there you go. I will talk you through now everything that I do and the products that I use, and enjoy. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do before I start tanning is moisturize my dry areas. So I'm using some thick body lotion here. Any body lotion or moisturizer will do. And I'm going to rub it into the dry areas like armpits. I find armpits always go quite dry and scaly, so I really try and apply it here. I will also apply it to my elbows, to my knees, and to my ankles. And this stops these areas from going particularly dark. Any excess moisturiser that I have, I will work into my fingers, so between each finger and my knuckles and all of the dry bits on my hands as well. So now for the products. I have a lot of Skinny Tan products because it is by far my favourite brand to use. So I've got my Skinny Tan mitt, and I'm going to talk you through some of my favourite products. This is the Moisture Mousse, and this is the one you'll see me use today. I also love the Wonder Serum, the Coconut Tanning Water. All Skinny Tan products are just incredible, but Moisture Mousse is probably the one that I use the most, just for a really easy, long-lasting base colour. So I'm going to put it on the mitt and I'm going to rub in circular motions all over my arms first of all. So always making sure to keep in circular motions to get rid of any sort of marks or streaks. So I'm going to use a couple of pumps on my arm, a couple of pumps on my chest, again keeping that circular motion all the way up my neck. Don't worry about having a line on your jawline because we will work with that later. So just keep going on those circular motions on both of your arms, across your chest. So as for back, there's no easy option for this. I just reach as best as I can. Now I'm going to put a tiny little bit on my mitt and I'm going to do my hands. So I use the smallest amount and I'm just going to rub it in circular motions over my hand. I'm going to rub it onto my fingers. I'm going to rub it onto the sides of my hands, but do not get any onto my palm or the bottom of my hand at all. I'm also going to put my hand in a claw shape like this to try and get in any of the creases so that they don't mark. And yeah, I'm just going to cover my hand in the tiniest amount of tan. Now for my magic trick, you need a makeup blending brush, any blending brush, and you need to buff. So I'm going to go over all of my fingers, all of my hand, and I'm going to buff with the makeup brush to get rid of any marks, any dark patches, also up the sides of my hands because that can be a real area where you get bad marks. So I'm going to buff there. I'm going to do the claw hand again and buff to get all of the creases. But I spend a good couple of minutes just buffing each hand after I've tanned it. Okay, and now for my face. I always apply my night cream first. I use the Kiehl's Hydrating Mask, but any sort of moisturising night cream I would suggest applying before you apply any fake tan to your face. Your face is your face, you need to take good care of it, make sure it's super moisturised, and you don't want to risk any fake tan causing any dry spots on your face. So just make sure you put a good amount of cream on underneath. After I've creamed up all of my face, I will also do my jawline to try and rub in any marks that I may have made when I was tanning my neck. Now I'm going to get the tiniest amount onto my mitt again, and I'm going to dab it. I'm going to start by just dabbing it and blotting it all over my face just to make sure I've covered my entire face with it. Don't worry, I will be blending this, but the first thing I do is just dab it to make sure that I've evenly covered my face. After that, I will start the circular motions, so just doing small circular motions all over my face, making sure that I'm going right up into my hairline, making sure that I go up onto my ears as well, so there's no marks there, and also down onto my jawline and onto my neck to make sure that it all matches up. So after doing my legs, that is me all done. I'm going to go to sleep. And in the morning, I will shower it all off. So this is me after my shower in the morning. It has left such a gorgeous golden colour. So happy with it. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I have a lot more tips and tricks that I could share with you, so don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.